Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be setting up my monthly budget calendar overview for the month of December. I'm also going to be doing setting up my paycheck budget for paycheck number 1 for the month of December. I already have that good to go on my budget app. I just need to go ahead and plug that in. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a review of our paycheck number 2's budget closeout for the month of November. I'm just going to wait to do that till the end just in case you guys don't want to see that. I'm just going to go ahead and save that for the end. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and set up the calendar first and then our paycheck number 1 for the month of December. And for this month, I am using another sticker kit by Pyramid Shop. I'm going to go ahead and leave her shop information down below in case you're interested. If you did not see my November budget set up, I did mention that these stickers that she has, it's meant for the Live Rich Planner, the large version. I'm just using it for the Budget by Paycheck Workbook because it fit. She did send these over to me for November, one for November and one for December to try out, and it does fit in here just fine, I think. So I'm actually excited to use this one because I love the florals on here. So yeah, let me go ahead and just stop talking, cue the music, and just go ahead and lay down these stickers, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. That is pretty much it for the monthly calendar overview. A couple of things this month. My son does have a follow-up dentist appointment. Hopefully there's no more unexpected payments or anything for that appointment because we're all done paying for everything. My husband goes back to work actually on the 30th, so I made myself a note here that his paycheck on the 11th is going to be just one full paycheck, but I think he's still going to be getting a disability check or a state check for being out of work. He's been injured for the last 2 months. So I don't know if he's going to get that check. If he does, it's just going to go into savings because I wasn't really accounting for that money. So hopefully that'll just help us get to our goal of putting in $1,000 into our emergency fund. My son's procedure there was an unexpected payment that we needed to make, so it kind of set us back a little bit on the goal I wanted for our emergency fund for the end of the year. While I'm talking about goals, I have two really big ones, or something that I've been kind of looking into. I want to open up a college fund for my son, my oldest one. I've been reading about it, watching videos about it, and all of that. So we decided to open up, or want to open up, a 529 account. And I also want my husband to open up a Roth IRA. He does have a 401k. I also have one too. I just have money sitting in there, but since I'm not working, the money's just sitting in there. But for my husband, since he is working, he is able to open up his own account. Winter break is coming up for us for my second grader on the 21st, and I also made myself two notes here. I just put these little stickers on here. We do have our internet bill. It's being covered by my husband's Capital One card. I also put my Disney Plus on auto pay with my Capital One card. That's just a way for us to start using our cards because we don't really need to use it for anything else. And I don't know, I just figured I'd start off with bills for them, so to use that card so we can work on our credit score. And then here at the bottom, I just decided to put on a quote that I have written down before. It says, "If you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you do need." That's by Warren Buffett. I'm kind of tempted to buy something big right now because I have the money for it, and I think this quote is just helping me kind of refrain from that, or to think that purchase over before I do it. So I'll let you guys know if I decide to buy it because it's a pretty big one. We're gonna move on into our paycheck number one. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I went back to the other pen, the Pilot pen that I use. For some reason, I can't get myself to love this. It's okay. It is smooth. It does write pretty okay. I'm not in love with the Budget Mom pen, I know. But I just prefer my Pilot one. It's a lot finer tip for me, and I don't know, I think I just got used to it. It's a lot smoother for me, so that's what I'm using. So I do use the Budget Mom pen though when I'm like brainstorming and stuff, and I still use it in here because the pen's right next to me, but just wanted to make a note of that in case any of you guys were wondering about the pens. If you have the Budget Mom pen, how do you guys like it? I don't know. I don't love it. It's okay. I'll write with it, but I don't love it. Anyways, let me grab my Fudget app. Okay, so I have my Fudget app already here. I just gotta plug everything in. I have all of our leftover or our income right here at the top, and then all of the expenses down here. And like I said, this is going to be paycheck number one, and the date on here is going to be November 25th. It is a Wednesday, but it's because my husband did receive income from the state for his injury or for being out of work. It's the only income that he has. He hasn't been getting a paycheck because he's already tapped out on his personal pay at work. So for being out sick, he is getting a check from the state. So I didn't know he would be getting it, or I didn't expect for him to get it, but he did. So luckily he did because we had some unexpected hospital stuff to pay for. So on here, I'm still gonna put paycheck, and then SDI, state disability insurance is what it stands for, is $2,911. Oh, I'm just gonna put it here on actual. Leftover money that we had was $475.44. I remember the 44 cents because I just closed out our budget. So, and then leftover cash is $47. So this is our checking account. So that is a total of, what am I doing? $475.44, $47. $3,433.44. As for our bills, we did get a unexpected, or I didn't know about it, hospital copay. I didn't know about it until I was checking in for my son over the phone that I would have a payment. So that we actually already paid for, so I'm going to write it down on there. And then my husband also got something in the mail for copay for his podiatrist that he saw. So that one's gonna be 20 bucks. And then I believe for this one, we do have to carry over our cell phone. It has been paid for. I scheduled it already, but it's still in the pending, and I just wanted to carry it over here. So, and then we also paid for our internet already, but then we also paid for it. So we paid for it with the card, but I think I already paid for that credit card also. I have to go back and check. And then we also have Disney Plus, which is on auto pay with one of my cards. And then Mercury is our car insurance. I believe it's back to $118. We have rent on the first, $13.95. And my Capital One card, this one's a reoccurring fee. I still don't know if I want to close it or not because it's my oldest card. I've had it since 18. I'm scared that if I close it, it's gonna severely affect my my credit score. So that's the only reason why I haven't closed it. I also forgot my laundry app. I do put $15 in there every time we get paid. So $2,384.53. I usually won't have these. I usually like to put even numbers on here, no cents on here, but oh well. Okay, so $2,384.53 minus, or I'll just do it this way, income minus total bills. So we have $1,048.91 left to budget out. Hopefully I did all my math correctly on here, or I edited it up correctly, because I'm just plugging in these numbers here into my variable budget categories. So I have food. I did increase our food to $2.75. Transportation to $70. Household is $200. Kids is $50. I don't remember putting theirs that high, but let's just leave it. My husband is $100. I'm at $50. Fun and events, because it's my birthday weekend, or it was my birthday weekend. Fun and events, miscellaneous at $50. Christmas, from what we spent last month and what we had left over in our Christmas fund, I have $170 left to spend. But if we don't need to spend it, we're just gonna hold on to it until next Christmas, when we start a new budget or a new savings for that. I believe that is it. I'm not doing anything with sinking funds this month until my husband gets his regular paycheck again. Let me just add up our variable spending budget here. $1,045 total, and that leaves us with $3.91. I'm just going to leave that in there. So we have left over $3.91. So that is pretty much it for that. Nothing is going into our sinking funds, like I said. No extra debt, no extra savings until my husband goes back into, his regular pay schedule. So hopefully he's all better and doesn't have to leave work anymore. So yeah. So that is pretty much it for paycheck number 1 in December. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how November, our paycheck number 2, ended up looking like. So for paycheck number 2, a little bit of a mess here. I have a lot of post-it notes, basically just all reminders for me that I paid our internet bill with my husband's credit card and to make sure to pay it, that kind of stuff. And then hospital copay here. I think that was when I was on the phone with them. I just jot that down really quick just so I don't forget. With this paycheck budget, nothing new income-wise. I didn't transfer anything over from savings or anything. This is what we had. My son didn't have a copay for his appointment, thankfully, for his pediatrician appointment. Like I said earlier, I did transfer over our cell phone bill to December's paycheck. And then down here, the changes, the one big change that I did make was with our household budget, because there was, when I went to go buy some things for my son, one of them had a really bad allergic reaction to cashews, and our Benadryl that we had at home was expired. So of course we went out to get medicine, and while I was there, I just stocked up on all these other medical things that we needed at home, and we got a humidifier for the room. So I decided to use whatever we had planned to have left over and plug that into our household. So that's how we spent. It was supposed to be $40 for our budget. Ended up being $190 for our budget, and we spent $175. So I decided to just replan all of the medical stuff that we needed at home. So that's what that is. So mental note for myself, always make sure that everything is still good to go in case something happens, which is rare for us. That's why I don't really check all of our medical stuff, which I should. Also, we did go over our food budget. I know, I think I've been going over the past 2 months, but to try to help myself feel better, I like to say that at least overall, we didn't go over our overall budget. I know we went over individual budgets, but since we didn't spend any gas money, that kind of helped. That was $70. Everything else, I think we went over, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going to move on. I'm going to have a little bit of a spending break in December since we don't have any more or much more Christmas shopping to do. So our total variable budget spending allowance was $1,220, and we spent $1,027, and we were supposed to have $55 left over. We ended up having a total of $522 left over because we needed to use that money for paycheck number 1 in December. So we have that money left over, plus the money that we needed to pay our cell phone bill as well, and Christmas money too. So a couple of things on this side, I think I noted down. Don't use emergency fund, which we didn't. Anyway, so yeah, that is our budget closeout, or that's our recap for paycheck number 2 for November. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.